Hi guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make the glossary for your nonfiction book. It is okay if you are still working on your illustrations. So keep chipping away at the illustrations and start working on this too. Do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, because this is probably kind of a time-consuming part of making your book, and I don't want you to do not a good job because you're tired, sort of like the illustration. So do some of this, some of that, and you've got time to get them both done. So the first thing that you need to do is take your final copy where you've written it already and you've bolded all the headings, and made all your words bold. Don't worry about the bolded headings, but I want you to write down all of the bold words. So on my first page, I wrote down what words? Right, mammals and wedding. And then I go to the next page, and what words? Right, habitat and roost. And I went through the whole book. And I copied down all of my words. Now I have a lot of words. And here they are. Yes, remember I said you should do 5 to 10. I didn't count when I was making mine, and I really made a lot. But it's really important to make this list on scrap paper first, so you have a place to work from. Okay? And then what you need to do is, on this glossary worksheet, which is the last 2 pages of your rough copy, your first draft that you made, you need to start writing all of the words from here onto this worksheet. And the first thing that you need to do is write them in ABC order, alphabetical order. Do it in pencil because you're probably going to make a mistake that needs to be fixed. And get it checked by a grown-up when you're done. Or when you're partway through, have a grown-up check and say, have I gotten all the words from here that I should have so far on here? Okay, then go on and do a little bit more. Have a grown-up kind of nearby to check in on you, okay? So, I take my list and I look for any words starting with A. No A's. No B's. Oh, I've got 2 C words. I've got cling and climate. See them? C-L-I, C-L-I. First 3 letters are the same. Then I go to the 4th letter. C-L-I-N, C-L-I-M. Which one comes first, N or M? M. Yeah, that's right. So my first word that I'm going to write down is climate. And it's right here. And then my second word is going to be cling. And then I cross those out. See how I crossed them out because I already have them on my list? Yeah. Now, do I have any D words? Nope. Do I have any E words? You see how I'm going through the order of the letters in the alphabet? I do. I have echolocation right there. So I'm going to write down echolocation on my list. I'm going to cross it off from my scrap paper. And now I got to find my other ones. F, G. Oh, I see an H. Habitat. Is there another H? Ooh, hibernate. H, H. A-I. Habitat comes before hibernate. So I'm going to write that one down. And then hibernate, I'm going to show you in a second. And I'm going to cross both of those off. The crossing off is important because then you don't have to look at those words anymore. And there, habitat and hibernate. Yeah. So we're going to pretend that I've done all of my words. I'm going to have to go to the second page for sure. But am I writing the definitions yet? Am I writing what they mean yet? No. I'm just writing the words in ABC order. And then I'm going to what? Get checked. That's right. You have to get checked because your next step is to write down what each of these words means. All right? That's going to take a little while. And do you want to write down what the word means and then have it in the wrong order and you won't be ready to copy it into your book? Because your worksheet for your glossary won't be in the right order and it's going to make it really hard for you. So write the words in ABC order, get checked, then work on writing the definitions. Okay? So here we go. My first word is climate. So we're going to pretend I've been checked and I think about climate. I can think in my brain what I think climate means. I could look in a book. I could look in the dictionary. I could look it up online. But I know that climate means the typical weather in a certain place. So that's what I'm going to write. Typical weather in a certain place. And then the next word is cling. And that means to hang on. Yeah, so I'm going to write that. To hang on. Now my next word is echolocation. And that one was kind of tricky for me. So I went to an online dictionary and I put the link in the assignment for you. And there's a little box where you can type in the word that you want. And I typed in echolocation. And it says animals, when animals make sound and listen for the echo to find food. But I had to look that one up. I couldn't think of how I wanted to say that in a good way for a definition. So I looked it up in the dictionary. So, a system animals like bats use to find food by making sounds and listening for the echo. Now, you know what I mean, that you are going to need some grown-ups' help with some of these words. Some of them you're going to know right away what they mean. Like cling isn't very hard, but echolocation was hard, and so don't be afraid to ask your grown-up to help you work on these. Habitat, an environment where an animal usually lives. There. And the next one is hibernate. What does hibernate mean? Yeah, right, to sleep through the winter. You knew it. Good for you. Good job. So I have 5 of mine done now. Is it going to take you longer? Yes, it is, because you're just learning how to do this, but that's how you're going to do it. Got it? When you're done with all of your words, maybe you have to use the second page, then you are going to go to page 6 of your final copy. The first blank page right back here. See how it says page 6? And what did I write on the top? I wrote the word glossary because this is where my glossary starts. And then I copied the word and and I underlined it. And then I copied the definition into there. If your grown-up wants to make lines for you so you can write, so it's a little bit easier to write, because I've had a lot of practice, so it's not hard for me to write straight, but when I was in 2nd grade, it was hard for me. So they can make some lines for you to write your definitions on. They could also help you a little bit if that's what you need, because this is a tricky part, especially without lines. So how I wrote the definition with an underline, and then I wrote the word with an underline, and then I wrote the definition. That's what you need to do. You're going to copy it off of here. So this is like your practice, and then you're going to do it for real in here. And so you want to, again, make this look like your final copy. Did I write a little bit fast? And yeah, but I made it look a lot nicer when I did it in there. So that's what you want to do too. And when you're done, there's a little Google Doc, and you just need to write the date that you're done. Or you can say, I'm done. Just write something so I know that you're all set with it. All right. I hope you enjoy doing it, and I know you're going to learn a lot. And I'm so proud of you. And I'm so proud of how you are at our meetings together, and I'm so proud of how your nonfiction book is turning out. I cannot wait for our writer's celebration. And I'm so proud of all that you're learning. Talk to you soon. Bye.